All right, it's been a little while. Cat kind of knocked the laptop off the counter, so we've been running pretty behind on videos. But we got something new. Went to the junkyard and ended up finding this thing just hanging out, waiting for us. So this is our next project. 5-speed with the trail gear. Pretty decent interior. Could use a driver's seat. I don't know how good you guys can see this, but all-wheel drive. So we're gonna have some fun with this one. Of course, I had to go through VIN inspection since it was bought through the junkyard, so it's been sitting for a little bit. But as soon as it passed, I went and a couple weekends ago built a turbo kit for it. That way it was ready, and pretty much took a step ahead so I could get what I needed for the block. So we've been getting that going. Got ARPs, no notch rods, rings, bearings. The other bearings are on the way. Pistons, just some Vitaras. So of course we're not going too crazy on this because we got our other projects right now, but we are definitely trying to get something new going and have some fun with something new, bring some content to the channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this thing tore apart, get the motor out of it. I want to get it real clean. Obviously you can see it's just gross in here, but it's a good find for the junkyard. So definitely gonna have some fun with this one. So I'm gonna start tearing stuff apart and let you guys know soon. All right, got a couple things out. Axles are out. Went ahead and pulled the stock traction bar out because we do have a new one to put in there as well. Gonna try and get the exhaust out the bumper this time because something I've wanted for a while, especially on the wagon. I think it'd be pretty neat. But yeah, here's a good rundown on how dirty this thing really is. So gonna get her pulled out the rest of the way, and probably gonna be, man, I don't know, lots of hours cleaning this thing for sure. I'm not big on putting stuff back in dirty, so gonna see what all I can get done real soon, and hopefully get some motivation to start cleaning this thing, because I'm ready to start getting the fun stuff over there in here. And so keep you guys posted again. All right, got her out. Didn't really feel like putting the wheels back on and pushing it out so I could roll the hoist back in here. So yeah, dropped her out the bottom. So actually, honestly, I've pulled a ton of motors. It's only the second time I've ever dropped a motor out the bottom like that. Well, in a Honda at least. So yeah, it's nice for a change, I guess. Wasn't too bad. Start probably pulling some things off of it, and setting the good stuff aside, tossing the bad stuff, and yeah, start getting it ready to clean up. Kind of been waiting for this moment right here. So get the bay cleaned up. It's pretty dirty in here. Paint's not too bad. I might clean it and just re-clear it, not too sure. It is more or less a daily than, you know, a weekend car. So probably not gonna get too crazy on it, but like I said, I like to make sure stuff goes back together nice and clean. So I'm gonna start diving into tearing this thing apart, and start getting some stuff in the parts washer, or after I get everything cleaned off it. Things been a mess lately with all the projects and everything going on, so it's hard to find time to clean up when you're constantly getting stuff done. But it's cleaning time now, so I'm gonna get on that.
All right, we back again. So motor disassembled, for the Wago. So as we can see, it's nice, thick, and nasty.
And nasty.
So this is what we're doing right now. We're gonna get her cleaned up so we can give her some boost. So pulling off the girdle right now to inspect the bearings and the crank to see how everything looks. Motor has 260K, right?
324.
324 plus. So we're gonna do some.
The bearings actually look really good.
Oh, dude.
Look at them.
Yeah, ain't seen a fucking oil change in about 15 years, and they still looking good. I don't know how good the GoPro can pick this up because of that light over there. You want to turn it the other way? But for a 300K plus car, hold on, these bearings aren't bad. But we got some freshies to throw in there. But with those bearings being good, that's how we know the crank's good. God, she stinks.
I know, dude.
God. She needs some love for sure.
Dude, this one tops the chart for sure.
Yeah. So, built single cam coming out to play. See, man. Fuck.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Man, look at the. Is that a gasket still on here?
look at that
Fresh
shit.
from the factory, dude. Shit never been replaced. Shit's
know.
hard and crispy.
Poor Wago, dude.
Oh, replace that. We'll get 10 more fucking PSI of oil pressure.
Which surprisingly it had really good oil pressure.
Yeah, this little fucking single cam seen 80 PSI.
Dude, on cold start all the time.
On
Every
factory,
morning.
300K plus pump.
Yeah.
Just doing work. So yeah, motor's all tore down. Getting the crank pulled out right now and gonna clean the living shit out of this block. The greaser, make it look all nice and pretty. Like the way it should, nice and fresh. Popping the pistons out now. There's one rod bolt. 2 rod bolt. Now let me go get the glove on real quick so I can catch it. Popping out the piston. Oh, I feel her, bud. Oh, yeah. Dinky little fella.
Surprisingly, they look really good. The crank looks great, dude, for how many miles are on this thing. Look at the rod bearings, too.
This piston is definitely getting some wear on it, actually. This is number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Yep. Yeah, we're starting to. Looks like we pulled her just in time.
I mean, we could have ran it for another at least 100K now. We just needed to crank up the boost a little bit. So.
Garbage.
Yeah, we don't want those.
I don't want those, dude.
You can compare those to the fucking Speed Factory ones and see how they look.
Get this one out.
So that was. Oh, shit.
Not that one. That one just fell right out.
Holy shit. Yeah, I already got it in my hand right now. Oh, good thing we're not here using these. That fucker was slippery, dude. Nice and lubed. Holy shit.
Looks so good.
Yeah, I'm surprised this one's still in here. That took a hard hit.
I'm surprised, dude.
Let's check this chocolate milk. Move this chocolate milk out the way. Yeah, these bearings are great.
I know. Wild.
Yeah. Especially with how thick the oil was, dude.
Dude, look how dark it is in here.
Yeah, you can tell it hasn't been maintained
No, it
very
was
well.
not maintenance very well at all.
And it's still living forever,
I mean,
goddamn.
we found this thing at a junkyard. I mean, we couldn't expect. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with
The way those look.
I put 2,000 miles on this thing straight out of the junk.
And it's already taken apart.
The only thing I changed was the U-joints for the driveline. And then after that, I put the turbo kit on it. And it's got probably, I don't know, 1,500, 2,000 miles on it since the turbo's been on it. And started to lose a little compression in the cylinders. So
I lost what, 50 PSI? Uh-oh. This one's about to knock.
Ooh.
Hold on, where did this come from?
2?
This is 2 or 1? This is the one I just popped.
3. Oh, that'd be 1.
This was getting hot. We can see a fucking color change right there.
Where's the cap? This one looked fine on the top side.
This is
It was just the.
this is number 2.
I thought that one, we pulled 2 out first. That came out of here. Number 1.
This just says it belongs to number 2.
I think they all have a 2-1.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, this one's got a 2-1.
Are you sure it's not a 3?
No, dude.
Go check another one.
It's got a 2-1.
My fucking LS said 222. That's weird. My fucking
These ones
GSR
say-
said 1, 2, 3, 4.
These all say 2 on them.
That makes no sense. All right.
Here, grab this last one real quick.
Well, so if this came out of 1, we need a. Gotta check the crank extra now.
Ooh, this one got 1 too.
Yeah, this crank's gotta get cleaned and checked by shop now. Yep. This one was getting warm too, so that's signs of it not having proper fucking oil changes and stuff. So that's what a 320k plus motor looks like with not very well maintenance. So that's okay. Now we just have to take the crank to go get checked, just to be on the safe side. If we see any scoring on the crank, we're just gonna
Crank looks great, dude.
we're gonna clean it and check it. These cranks are fucking indestructible, so that's why people love these motors so much. Honda motors or cranks are just great.
Look at the crank. It looks fucking.
Let's check this one. Yeah, that's actually good. I don't see no signs of it being hot. So yeah, bottom end.
Just in time.
Yeah, fucking bottom end is apart, and it's just ready to get cleaned and go through the whole build process now.
The crank the rest of the way out real quick.
Gonna strip the rest of the block, rear main seal, fucking oil pump, and she's out. Back during the next day, getting some part washing going on. As you can see, she's cleaning up well. She's cleaning up quite well. Got a little after, and then we got a before of all the grimy gunk. It's coming off in this nice little parts washer.
Coming in handy finally. Better than a shelf.
How long does it take to clean that stuff off?
Dude, it actually comes off pretty decently well.
And what's that? Just purple powder in there?
Dude, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, so there's a lot
Brake
of...
cleaner and stuff too. Usually just spray parts off in here. That way the brake cleaner goes to use too.
Yeah.
All builds up. This thing needs to be super full to work, which is kind of weird. But...
Yeah. Got about 4 inches of some magic sauce in there or what?
Oh yeah, dude. All the good stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, this thing's doing wonders right now. It's pretty cool how you can see how nice and cleaned up it gets. Just a little bit of elbow grease and she does some wonders. Really like before and afters of just how nice stuff just comes out. It's all about a build. patience that goes in it, time. So it makes it a nice, clean, and efficient build. Also, you don't have to worry about gunk getting in your shit or nothing like that, especially with all fresh parts.
Want that.
Good peace of mind knowing you took your time on everything, getting shit done.
Takes longer, but makes it worth it.
Junkyard motor getting built. Woo!
Whole junkyard build, dude.
This is what happens when you get shit from the junkyard, but fuck, dude. You can't
What happens when you drive a car out there for $700?
Yeah, you can't get banging dudes like that fucking anywhere else. Shit. Cool. Get in a traction bar, mocked up. Switching out the old big ass hunk of junk with this nice new efficient traction bar, clearing up a bunch of room down here.
Tons of room.
Tons of room. Sure, you guys know how big the factory traction bars are that come on these things. I don't even know if I'd call it a traction bar, but this.
It's out there behind the second one.
Here, let's go check out that big one real quick. So
Look at the
we got
difference. It
this.
tucks underneath the radiator support.
Yeah.
That's like literally the best fitting thing I've seen in a while.
Especially on this nice little EF with a small bay. All that room is important with what we need.
Dude, yeah, it helps a ton.
Fuck yeah. Here's a giant, ugly factory one. So as you can see, it's a lot more thick and it just took up a bunch of room and it gave us a lot of issues getting everything fitting in there. So now we can change it up. Little Wago's coming along fast now, quick, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. Once VIN inspection was done, dude, it was on.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for this thing.
coming along fast.
Hopefully get it back together real soon too.
Yep.
Depends on the mail, I guess.
Just waiting on bearings. Then start the motor assembly next weekend, right?
Probably before that. Woo.
So, yep. She's coming along. Plan on doing anything with the bay?
I was thinking about, well, cleaning it, of course, but I was thinking about, when we remove all this other little stuff. I think I'm gonna leave power steering in it. I already made all the piping fit around everything.
Dude, it's an all-wheel drive fucking Wago. Power steering will be so nice. And
It
it's
is
like,
nice to have.
it's not meant to make a bunch, you know?
No, of course, but, you know, it's more of a comfort car.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I'd keep fucking power steering in there. I think that'd be dope.
yeah, I'm keeping power steering, so I'm just gonna clean that stuff up. Get all this nice and clean.
What about the fuel filter right here? That seems like that's kind of taking up a lot of room. I guess not, because you got all that shit right there. So that's really not doing much.
It's not too bad. Wasn't much of an issue pulling it out, I guess, but definitely gonna throw a new filter in there because who knows when that thing's been changed.
Yeah. All right, getting to do a little unboxing right now of our Speed Factory, his Speed Factory piston and rod combo. So we're checking out the pistons right now. These are just the basic Vitara build with the Speed Factory long no notch rods. First single cam we've ever done, so kind of winging it.
Just for fun, dude.
From my knowledge, this is a cast piston, and we can definitely tell it's for sure a cast.
Damn, that's wild.
So here's a Vitara cast piston right here. Pretty low, so low compression, but
Super low.
Speed Factory says this is how we get one of the higher compression setups for the kit that he got. So this is the one we went with, trying to get the most compression we can out of this motor. Hear a lot of people pushing these up to over 500, so that's exactly what we're after. We're not trying to push it that far right away, but no, it's good to know that these can support that, them being cast and not an actually forged piston. So
Pretty much up to the training on what we're gonna do.
yep, we don't know how good that fucking training is for. We've seen some scary stuff online, so we're just gonna kind of figure out by ourselves. We're gonna see what the training can do in that all-wheel drive Wago. We heard it's not a lot, but we'll see. So there are the pistons for the little single, going in a D16 A6.
All wax wrapped, dude.
Better show that to them.
Just coated too, soaked in wax, oily.
Speed Factory no notch rods.
It's kind of hard to see,
Yeah.
but they're clean. They're tiny, for sure.
Tiny rod, but they'll produce some stank.
Yep.
For the little single.
Bolts, of course, ARPs.
ARP, are those the 2000 ones? Do you know?
Yep, sure are.
Yep. I wonder if those take ARP lube or if they need actual motor oil. Because remember how I tried to put mine on that and then it was like, don't put that lube on there, dip them in a 40 weight oil or
Yeah.
a 30 weight.
This is what it came with, so I'm not sure.
I mean,
but we
so
can
did my
definitely
kid.
look it up. Just to be sure. We
Yeah.
ain't
Do
trying to mess
you got
nothing
a
up.
piece of paper in there? Yep, right there. No notching is required at the bottom of the sleeves. No
Underline.
notching, capital letters.
Underlined.
No notching required.
So, yeah, for the Vitara spec, everything. Snug rod bolts. So, gives us a little rundown right here anyways. Make sure we read over this good. Well, yeah, we're just waiting on rod bearings. And, get her cleaned up some more. And then we can start putting her together.
Yep.
Better make sure they're all in there.
So next weekend, maybe even a little before. Cool. Shit.
Got some more parts cleaned up. Our steering pump, since we're keeping that. Whoa! Almost lost the light in the bucket. That would not have been good. The block tranny getting cleaned. And we'll get the block honed out before it goes back in. Probably get some more U-joints, just in case. I already replaced one set, but I think these ones are getting ready to go bad too. So might as well get them on the way, and then get the bay cleaned out. Finish getting the traction bar on, and then hopefully the bearings will be here soon, and we'll start getting a video of putting everything together. So that's it for now. That's it for this one.